All right, Lions fans, we get maybe the biggest free agent signing as we sign safety CJ Gardner-Johnson. Let's talk about it. All right, well, I'm rolling solo today, but I want to give some quick thoughts on the signing of safety CJ Gardner-Johnson. When my son and I did our show on Monday and we talked about the big free agent week that we had, and we talked about, and we even did our mock draft. I mean, maybe within 3 hours of us posting that show, the Lions make a big signing that we didn't see coming. CJ Gardner Johnson. So let's talk about CJ. You see the quote he says right here on the screen: no matter where you put me, is going to go down all game. And I know the reason why he said that is because they are curious of where he's going to play. When he was in New Orleans, he played corner, but when the Philadelphia Eagles traded for him last season, they moved him to safety. So something I'm curious about is what is he going to play, for our Lions? Is he going to play corner? Is he going to play safety? My gut tells me that he's going to play safety. Now, my son and I discussed this move the next day after it went down. And what we were thinking is that we already have Kirby Joseph. We know that Deshaun Elliott is gone. And I believe that he's gone because they want to make a spot for Kirby Joseph with the way that he played towards the end of last season. Tracy Walker, if you see him tweeting and showing his workouts, he looks like he's recovering fully from his ACL tear. Then we bring in Gardner Johnson. Now, what I think is going to happen is that Gardner Johnson is going to start. He's going to be our free safety. I believe that Kirby Joseph will be more of our strong safety, and I believe that when Tracy Walker is back to full health, he will be more of like the third safety, the big nickel safety. I think you're going to see a combination of all three of those guys on the field at the same time. I also think that it was a big move because not only is he a playmaker, but I believe that the front office is a little concerned about Tracy Walker. Is he going to come back? Is he going to be full strength? Let's say around the time August rolls around and the preseason kicks off. Now, the Lions haven't had a safety who can make plays like this in a long time. Kirby Joseph definitely stepped up, especially when he played against Aaron Rodgers. It showed that he could be a middle of the field free safety. But in Gardner Johnson, that's exactly what we get. We get a safety who can play the middle of the field. And as the tweet says right here, yes, he is definitely a difference maker. As you can see some of the highlights right here on the field. He can come up and stop the run. He can play the middle of the field and defend passes, whether that's knocking passes down or intercepting passes. He can even be a threat in the middle of the field for receivers and tight ends to come across, maybe make them a little bit afraid to come across the field. But all in all, I think it's a big signing for the Lions, a big week, and we still have the draft to look forward to. That's the beautiful thing. One of the Lions' weakness this past season, as we all know, was the secondary, and the Lions have done a good job of shoring up the secondary. Now, this move right here further lets me know that we are more likely not going to draft a corner or even a safety in the draft, as some have mentioned. If we do, it could be a death pick maybe later on in the draft. Because remember, we're also bringing back CJ Moore. He's also coming back, which was a good signing because he played very well on special teams. So the Lions did a very good job of shoring up the secondary. And right here, I'm just looking at some highlights of CJ Gardner Johnson. Let me enlarge this so you can see this, so you can see it with me. Let me start that off. Let me start that over.
Murray from the pocket down the middle of the field, and it's intercepted at the 35-yard line. He was trying to get it to Hollywood Brown, but CJ
A little bit of what I was talking about right there. Him playing in the middle of the field, defending the pass, which is something that we definitely need a lot of help with. And it would be nice to see him bring that, bring that to Detroit this fall. So, Lions fans, I'm gonna keep this video right here pretty short. Really, this video was all about CJ Gardner-Johnson. I just felt that I want to jump in and say something since my son and I did a video of all the free agents, and unfortunately, we did our video right before this signing happened. But what do you think, Lions fans? Do you love this move? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Are you excited to have a safety play the middle of the field like this for us? Are you excited to see him get in there and mix it up with Tracy Walker and Kirby Joseph and shore up our secondary? If you haven't already on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can always talk Lions football. And check out our TikTok. If I'm not mistaken, my son said it's the Lions Den Pod. Lions, Lyons, like our last name on TikTok. Other than that, Lions fans, that's pretty much all I got. Holla at y'all later.